What is going on, guys, and welcome to my new video. This is going to be a bank video. I've not done one of these in quite a long time, so I thought I'd just show off what I've got in my bank at the moment. So at the top I have all the items that I use very frequently, or every single time I PVM. So I've got the pouches and scrolls that I use, and then my potions over here. So I like to keep nice and stocked up on brews and restores, and quite a few overloads and supreme prayer renewals, stuff like that. 8k rocktails. I like to keep my food nice and high as well, and some rocktail soups for when I DPS Virago. And moving down a layer, I've got my this is sort of my little next section. So I've got all the ancient ceremonial drops that I've had recently, and the big bones are actually collected from solos. So I've done, as you can see, almost 700 next solos. Then I've got my ammunition, so Ascension bolts, or like arrows, and then Dragonbane bolts and Dragonbane arrows because the Rune Dragons recently came out, so I thought I would throw those in my ammunition section. Then I've got 2 Ring of Vigors and 2 Keris daggers for, well, I use my Ring of Vigor for everything, and then Keris obviously for Kalphite King. And then moving over, I've got some Araxite pheromones for when I reset Araxors in Rage, and some Viswax for aura. Well, I only use it to extend auras. And then some Portent of Lives, Portent of Item Protections, and some attuned Portents of Restoration, although I don't really use those anymore. Moving down again, I've been doing Ascension bosses a lot recently, so I've thrown my Ascension keys in here, and I think they look really nice alongside the Spirit Shields. So I've got all the Spirit Shields, the Divine, the Arcane, the Elite, and the Spectral. Moving over, I've got some Slayer VIP tickets for when I slay, Holy Water for Tormented Demons, and then I've got my tank armor over here. So I've got the Sea Singers with the Rage Fires, Tetsu and Steadfast, and then I don't actually have what's it called, Death Lotus, because when I got to the end of ports I didn't have enough of the lacquer to make, and I didn't have the scrolls either, and I never really went back after that, so I don't have the Death Lotus. But I do have the 3 tier 85 tank gloves from Automatons, and also Glaven boots from Glaciers. And then I've also got the 3 tier 80 power gloves from Nex, so the Torva, the Verts, and the Pernix. And then moving down, this is the juicy section. So we've got the full Malevolent with Drygor Rapiers and Torva boots, full Sirenic with the Noxious Longbow and Pernix boots, and then full Tectonic with Seismic 1 Singularity, Verts boots, and also the Noxious Staff. I don't have Ascensions at the moment because I don't really need them at the moment. But I'll probably buy those back at some point, just so I have every single tier 90 weapon. And then I'll probably get a scythe as well, just for the hell of it. And then this is my amulet and ring section here. So you can see I've got the 4 blood necklaces, so the Arcane, Farsight, and Brawlers from Dungeoneering, and then also a Fury blood necklace for when I do Dagonoth Kings, because it's a hybrid necklace. Desert amulet for Kalphite King, Dragon Rider amulet for Glaciers. And then I've got some other jewellery, so I've got the Ring of Death, which I don't really use, to be honest, and the Death Touch bracelet. Again, I don't really use that. I've also got myself a Kethsy ring here, which I managed to pick up from an Elite Rune Dragon, which was really, really lucky. So yeah, I use that for whenever I do a Dragon's task. I've also got a Drygor Mace down here for when I do Revenants for the Prayer bonus, an Attuned Ectoplasmator for Tormented Demons and Zami God Wars, because it buries the ashes for you. And then finally my Void over here, which is for hybriding KK and also Virago. And then finally the 3 tier 90 shields, and then just some miscellaneous stuff like Draken's Medallion to teleport to Rots, Charming Imp, Bone Crusher, and Chaotic Spear for Corp. So moving on to the next tab, I'm actually going to black out this bottom bit here. I don't want to give away any drops for other videos. But at the top here, I've just got a few small items that I've been collecting because they're not really worth that much. So like bandos, a couple of hilts here and there, some Godsword shards, all my Dagonoth King rings. So I've got quite a few Seers rings and Warriors rings, and then my 39 Dragon hatchets. I wish they were still like 3 mil each, because that would be quite a lot of money, but yeah, it's only worth about 15 mil now, so I like to just keep it for my collection. Got quite a lot of regen bracelets from Corp solos, my claws and ruin and armor lumps and shards from Tormented Demons, bit of subjugation from Zami, so yeah, nothing too amazing in that tab. And then this tab is one of my favourite tabs. This is my it's my loot tab, but smaller loot, so stuff you get regularly. So I got like 188 magic seeds, a load of U seeds, 3k rune ore, 71k coal, a load of logs and bars, and then I've got some nice bones over here. So 393 rune dragon bones. You can see how far along I am with that video. A load of rune plate bodies. As you can probably tell, I don't have a spring cleaner because I do collect quite a few of the rune items just to keep these numbers high. I want to hit 1k rune plate bodies. I think that look really nice. 22 onyxes. Most of those, I think about 16 are from Araxor, and then the rest are from kilns. I am working on the final boss title. Since I've been getting into Virago, I thought I may as well do kilns as well at the same time, just to keep those 2 levels, so that I'll be able to get the final boss once that's done. Because I think I've got pretty much 100 of every other boss kill. My talismans from Dagannoth Kings, so I got almost 4k water talismans, which is really nice. It's worth like 54 mil or something. Tectonic Energy from Virago, Sirenic Skills from Slaying and Ascension bosses, and then Malevolent from Rots. And then I got some D-Hide here from the Royal from QBD, Blue from Glaciers, and then I'm not quite sure where the black will be Araxor, and then I don't know where the green Dragon Hides come from. And then a couple of ashes down here, and also Shards of Armadale from doing Glaciers, and then some ammunition drops that I've got over here, with the main being the 5k Onyx bolts, which is quite nice. This next tab is my Herblore tab. So up at the top I've got the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 doses of the overloads, prayer renewals, and then bruise restores, all the stuff I use regularly, and then the ingredients to make overloads up in this section here. So as you can see, I've got about just over 1k overloads, or well, once I've made the extremes, I'll have about another 1k overloads banked, which is nice. And then I've got all of the, from my Nothing to Noxious series, I decided to get all the ingredients and unfinished potions and stuff for super pots, or all the pots that I basically need to make overloads. So that's why this section's there. And then at the bottom, some portable wells and botanist from Treasure Hunt, botanist what's it called, skilling armor from Treasure Hunter to increase my XP. So yeah, that's that tab. This is my farming tab, but it's kind of half farming, half drop tab, because all the seeds I've got are all drops, and also pretty much all the herbs. I don't really farm anymore because I prefer to just PVM. So yeah, I don't really do much farming, but this is technically my farming tab. But yeah, most of it, like the dwarf weeds, the Aventur's, Lantidimes, are all drops from Nex, Araxor, all that good stuff. So yeah, nothing really amazing in this tab. And then the next tab, this is my sort of skilling tab, I guess. The only thing of note in here is really the energies, so I've got over 100k of each energies. I stuck those up ages ago because I thought Inventor was coming out, and then they've just been sat in my bank doing nothing. But I'm hoping one day they'll serve some use, so yeah, they're probably just going to sit there for quite a while. And then the only other thing really is raw rocktails. Some are fished and some are drops from Virago, and then I fished pretty much all of these sharks when the aquarium update came out, trying to get the shark eggs. So yeah, that's why I've got so many uncooked sharks. And then some of these symbol pieces from pickpocketing elves from when I went through a period of doing clue scrolls. I really enjoyed doing clues for a while, so I was just pickpocketing elves to get them. That's pretty much it for this tab. This is my runes tab, so yeah, just got like 70k of all the elemental runes. I like to keep nice and stocked up on those, and then 20k deaths, 10k bloods. Just been collecting them over time from drops. And then my teleport tabs, and also keep my cannon in this tab. I don't know why, it's just keep my cannon there, my cannonballs. This is my clue scroll tab, so it's got all the items that I need to complete hard clue scrolls, like convenient teleports like Dig Site Pendant to get to the exam centre, Pharaoh's Scepter to get to the cat door in that desert place, I can't remember what it's called. I've also got my soul stones up here because I don't really ever use them, although there has been a recent update where 5 boss kills now counts towards 1 charge on a soul stone, not hard mode, normal mode, so I'll probably start using these now. And I've also thrown my auras and scrimshaws in here, although these do generally tend to sit in my first tab. I just throw them in there once I've used them. And then my final tab is my junk tab, where I just throw in anything I don't want to organise. So I got like chewed bones from Mithril Dragons, big swordfish and big sharks, just random teleport scrolls. I've actually got 3 champion scrolls at the moment, so I got 2 imp ones just from getting Zamorak KC. 94k black knives from 99 thieving that I did at Monkey Guards. 603k broad arrows from 99 fletching, and 38 or almost 39k serum 207s from when I got my Herblore up years and years ago, when that was like the cheapest method. And just a load of other junk, like I got a Darrock set in there that occasionally I use for clan events. You know, like most wanted cards for Abyssal Demons that I never really use, and Obsidian Armor for Kilns. I just throw that in here because it doesn't really look that good, I don't think. And Mysterious Relics, stuff like that. So nothing really amazing in this tab. So what I'll do is I'll quickly go through and price check everything, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so adding up the value of all these items, so I'm not including like the Malevolent, Sirenic and Tectonic and all these amulets and stuff. The total value of this, of all my armor and weapons, is 1.2 bill, and then if we add in, this is all my supplies and stuff, that's another 270 mil, so that first tab is worth approximately 1.4 bill. So that's the first tab. Okay, so this next section, the top section, is worth around 70 mil, and then the blacked out section is worth around 350 mil, so you're just going to have to trust me on that one. And that puts us at 1.84 bill, including this tab. Okay, so this is the majority of the loot from my small loot tab. As you can see, I've got like 25 mil in Magic Seeds. I think the biggest is probably the Onyx Bolts at 43 mil. And oh no, there you go, 46 mil in Water Talismans. That's pretty juicy. So yeah, this tab's worth just over 407 mil. So if we add that to the 1.84 bill, that puts us at 2.25 bill. So we've pulled out all of the herbs, seeds, and runes from my farming tab, which is another 61 mil, which puts us at 2.3 bill. This is going to be the final tab that I'm going to take out. I'm not going to take anything out of my junk tab. This is my skilling tab, which is another 93.7 mil. For the final tab in energies, rocktails and sharks, which puts us pretty much bang on the 2.4 bill mark, and then I've also got 30 mil cash, so we'll say around 2.43 bill total bank worth, which is pretty nice, I would say. We've got over the max cash bank, which is really good. I think I'm just going to keep on building up this loot tab here to see how much I can get it to. I'm hoping, I know that there's another YouTuber doing a max cash bank tab, and I would also like to do that, but I won't obviously steal his series idea, so I'm just going to keep building this up for my own sort of personal enjoyment. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.